dst.org or via email jonesboroalumni@live.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My guest for this portion of the show is Mrs. Cynthia Wilson from the Jonesboro Human Development Center. Sorry. I'm used to saying JGC. Thank you for joining me this morning. All right, so we're going to get right into our conversation. There's been different updates happening, programs, and first of all, kind of give us a recap of what's already happened this summer, and then we'll move into what's coming up.
Well, we just recently had our week of Camp Without Camping.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, it was super exciting. And what that is just a week of us having camping activities without actually having to rough it out camping. So every day we had a different activity. I think on Monday we actually had an ugly t-shirt contest, which was amazing. The residents really got into it. The staff really got into it. And that's the thing is, we want activities that the staff and the residents can get into and be excited about. Because if both of them are excited about it, it just makes it even more amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So on Tuesday we had ghost stories and sing-along. So we had a little fake campfire and we made some s'mores. And I'm almost ashamed to say, but I've never went camping.
I haven't either.
And so when I purchased the things for them to make the s'mores, I got the graham crackers and I got the marshmallows, and unfortunately I didn't get chocolate bars. I got chocolate syrup. So everybody was laughing at me. They gave me a hard time about it. I was like, look, I've never been camping. I didn't know. I just knew that there was chocolate. I didn't know it made a difference on it being the syrup or the bars. So I told them next year definitely we'll have chocolate bars.
Maybe you have to do a do-over in the cafeteria and say, okay, s'mores round two.
Well, the residents told me that they were just as happy with the chocolate syrup as they would have been with the chocolate bars. So it worked out. And we had the little burners to actually be able to melt the marshmallows and, have them roasting over the fire and everything. So they really enjoyed that. And on Wednesday was the most amazing day, and that was our water day. So we had a dunking booth and a large slip and slide, and this year we actually bought inner tubes for the residents who may have gait issues or some that may use wheelchairs, so that they would be able to enjoy the slip and slide also.
I saw that.
Yes, it was so exciting. And I had one little lady, she started laughing before she even got on it. She's one that just has a little bit of gait issue. She can still walk, but she needs a little bit of assistance. So she was able to get on it by herself and hold on, and we pulled her, and she was just, it tickled her pink. She was so excited. She was, honestly, when they get super excited like that, it just makes everything more amazing for me. It makes my day, honestly. But the dunking booth was totally amazing. Westside School, they assisted us with that. They donated the use of that for us. And we had a staff in there, and the residents went around and they dunked him. And all but one resident got him on the first try. And it was so funny because he'd come out of the water. He was trying to wear his shades while he's in the dunking booth, and he'd come out the water and his shades are all tilted. But it was just an amazing day. And on day 4, we had Home Depot to come out.
Okay.
And we actually invited another center to our center to come and fellowship with us and enjoy the activities. David Perrier Center. And they came out, and we had Home Depot to do a DIY session with some of our residents. And they made little trucks. And they got to paint them. They really enjoyed it. It was really a fun day.
That's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
These residents are not just sitting around twiddling their thumbs.
Oh, no, not at all.
You provide life-enriching activities for them so that they feel, and then we've had this discussion before, about how they are a part of our society. They deserve to enjoy life to its fullest, just like everyone else that lives in different residential settings. I'm going to say it like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I am so happy to hear that you provide these services for them, and they just totally embrace every single thing that you provide.
Oh, and it's, you know, the smile on their face, or them coming up to me and saying, Cynthia, thank you. It just means so much. Even if they don't say thank you, because they don't have to say thank you. Mm-hmm. It's my job. It's what I'm supposed to do. And I feel like it's not just my job that I get paid for. I think it's my job that God has groomed me for.
That's amazing.
So that makes even more of a difference. If God has groomed me for something, I have to do my due diligence.
Yes, ma'am.
And do what He's asked me to do or told me to do, what He's groomed me to do.
All right.
So, and on our final day, on day 5, we had game day, where we made large outdoor games. We had a life-size Jenga. We had Kaboing, where we made it, and we just had a lot of games, and they enjoyed it. And we also had Quintarius Henry to come out.
The dancer.
Yes.
Okay.
And he came out and did dance workouts with our residents. Oh my God, they enjoyed it so much. And he had never worked in that population before. So it was definitely a different experience for him that he actually enjoyed. And he told me, Miss Cynthia, please invite me back out. I'd love doing it. And it was, definitely, it was an experience that everybody enjoyed this year.
That's absolutely amazing.
It was our 3rd year, and hopefully our 4th anniversary, which will be next year, will be even more amazing. But we have things still to come.
Okay.
We're going to have, in October, we're going to have our walk, run, and family fun, which is a walkathon. I'll definitely be back to tell you more about that.
Okay.
For anyone who wants to pledge or wants to sponsor or anything, you can always reach me at the Jonesboro Human Development Center, and the telephone number there is 870-932-4043, extension 283.
Okay.
Then we also have, on this coming Friday, we're having our free lunch Friday. And what that entails is just people who think that this is the type of work that they may want to do. They're able to come out, and we'll have lunch. They'll watch a short film, and I'll give them a tour, and I give them tons of amazing information about JHDC.
And again, we talked about, before you decided you want to work at this place, make sure that this is something you really want to do, because these residents deserve the best of you.
Absolutely.
Not just someone who wants a job. Look at it as, you're adding this to your life now. These residents are going to become a part of your life in some degree. So don't just go out and apply just to say I got a job, but look at the whole picture. And
absolutely. You have to care about people to work in this population.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll never ever tell anyone that it's not challenging sometimes, because it's challenging just dealing with people, period. It's challenging going to Walmart on a day-to-day basis. So, I mean, the thing is you definitely have to be a people person. I tell people when I give a tour that, most people, their personal space is within their arm length. And my personal space, because I've worked there for almost 25 years, is I don't have a personal space. My bubble was burst years ago, and I love my residents, and they know that they can come in. You know what I'm saying? They can tell when you are someone that is welcoming them in your space.
Wow. So please, if you are interested in this position, in any position out there at JHCC, go out to the free lunch Friday. Now, what time does it start again?
It starts at 11.
It starts at 11.
11 a.m. on Friday.
All right.
That is July 19th at the Jonesboro Human Development Center. It's 4701 Colony Drive. And feel free, like I said, to give me a call. If you need directions, give us a call. We'll direct you right in there, because I'm telling you, sometimes GPS does not know where they're sending you sometimes. They'll get you as confused as possible. So yeah, just give us a call, and I'm more than happy to give you a tour. Even if you can't come for free lunch Friday, if you want a tour on another day,
okay,
I'm more than happy to do that also. I just want everybody else to experience what I experienced.
All right. And so, what are some other activities and events that you all have coming up, maybe that the community can get involved with before October?
Well, let me see. Before October, this is currently, we just finished Camp Without Camping. I know that all of our units they're doing their week's worth of vacation. So each unit gets a vacation.
Oh.
Where the residents get to choose where they want to go, what they want to do during that time, because a lot of our residents do have family or someone to come and spend some time with them or take them out, but then there are some that don't have any loved ones. So we make sure that we try and make sure that their lives are enriched as much as possible. So they get to go on a mini staycation, basically. You know, they still get to go out. Some of them have went to, I think it was Wild River Country. Oh yeah, they want to, they like to get out. That's what I tell people all the time, that I'm a homebody. They get out way more than I do. So. Wow. And for those of you who may not know what the Jonesboro Human Development Center is, we are a facility that houses men and women with intellectual disabilities. We meet them at their level, and we try and increase their independence from there. Because our ultimate goal is we have hopes of them going back into the community, living with their loved ones in maybe a group home setting, or maybe even possibly in their own apartment. So what we do is we try and assist them with any behavior issues they may have. We try and increase their independence as far as their work skills, their leisure skills, their self-help skills. We want to empower them and make them as independent as possible.
That's awesome.
And the thing that we have to remember is people are always using that word normal.
Yes.
And normal for me may not be normal for you, may not be normal for the next person. So we have to realize that normal is in certain categories.
Yes.
What's normal for me is, it's normal for me to get up, shower, get ready for work, and head out. But for someone else, it may be normal for them to wake up and for someone to come and assist them with getting ready for work, and for them to go to work and maybe get a little bit of assistance while they're at work. And that's normal life for them. So we have to make sure that we're careful with the way that we use the word normal.
Yes, ma'am, indeed. I want to say good morning to Mr. Wes Eddington for checking in. Thank you so much. And he made a comment earlier, said good job in reference to the camping.
Oh, thank you, Wes.
And so thank you for checking in, and he shared the video, and I hope more people are tuning in and taking note of what you have to offer to the residents, and hopefully they want to get involved in some shape, form, or fashion. With it being summer, are you all doing any gardening and selling produce? Absolutely.
There's gardening year around. They are, really, I thought I knew gardening before we started gardening at the center. I thought I knew gardening because I grew up with my grandmother, and I remember her telling me we'd go out and we'd chop the grass around the plants, or I'd go out and plant a few things with her. And no, I didn't know gardening when we started the garden, and it's been 2 years now that we've had it, and it's been pretty amazing. It's really surpassed anything that we thought that it would be. It really has. And honestly, you don't realize what something like a garden will do for someone until you go through the training that I went through. And I know that we're not the younger generation anymore, but when we go out to garden, we want our gloves because we don't want the dirt under our nails, and we think about things like that. But when I went through this training, they let us know that when older people are out and they love working in the garden and they don't wear gloves, they don't care about gloves, it's because there's something in the soil. There's a chemical that's a feel-good chemical that makes them honestly feel good when they're doing it.
Wow. thought about it like that.
I never thought about it like that either. But we have one resident in particular who he had just come to the center, and whenever a resident comes, they come with a ton of paperwork, right? So we're reading all of this paperwork, trying to learn this resident because we want to give them the best care we possibly can.
Okay.
But the best way to learn the resident is from experience, speaking with them. Of course, we want to read so that we can be aware of things.
Okay.
So we read everything to be aware of things, but we want to talk to the resident, engage with them, and learn from them that way. Well, he was not in the best of moods most of the time, and like I said, we were still kind of learning him. But we started that garden, and honest to God, it was like the clouds opened, the sun came through, and the angels started to sing. His behavior went from being probably at 80% to down to maybe 20%.
Wow.
It was amazing, and he'll catch me on the sidewalk from time to time, and he'll just tell me, Cynthia, guess what we planted today? Guess what we did in the garden today? He loves the garden. And it's just amazing how something that we would probably take for granted does so much for him. It's just amazing.
And that's just a little bit of insight to the services that you provide and how you allow these residents to find their own way, to find what works for them, what activities, speak to their soul, so to speak.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so, are you selling any of the product? Do you have any setups?
Absolutely. We have a roadside cart that's right. We're at 4701, and right next to us is EcoWorks, and right next to EcoWorks is the South Side softball field. So if you're coming down Stadium or Highway 1 going south, like you're heading toward Harrisburg, you can easily see us, and you'll see our little stand on the side. They are selling vegetables, they're selling plants, house flowers, everything you can name pretty much. And I'm telling you, I've seen things grow that I never thought I'd see grow since the garden has been up. I never saw, when I saw eggplant grow, it's such a beautiful plant. It's such it's that purple, it's so deep against those green leaves. It's beautiful. Wow. And another thing that I saw grow, I never saw broccoli grow. And until then, and some of the things that I was still familiar with, because like I've said, my grandmother and her gardening, but there was still so much that I wasn't familiar with, and just seeing it grow is truly amazing.
And I'm sure for the residents that are tending the gardens, watching something go from a seed to a little bitty plant, popping to the ground to a full grown, fruit, vegetable, whatever.
Absolutely.
I'm sure for them it's a sense of accomplishment, like, I did that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have such amazing staff that works in that area, that when the vegetables, something that they hadn't ever had before, or even sometimes it's stuff that they have had, but they just want to sample their own product. They are so good with actually making sure that they are able to sample their own product. And most of the residents that work in the garden want their own plant. So they'll grow their own over to the side, and that's theirs to take to their unit and continue growing.
Oh my goodness.
So they love it. And the good thing about the garden is the residents work from planting to picking to maintaining. They have a hand in every portion of the garden, and all of the proceeds that comes from the garden goes into their account, the residents who work in there. So if you stop by our roadside cart and make a purchase, you can just trust and believe that the money is going back to the residents. Absolutely.
It also makes them feel like they are, basically earning wages.
So they are.
It teaches them about, okay, if I do a great job here, make sure to get enough produce, go sell it, I'm going to get a return on my
investment. Absolutely. And the thing is that, like I said, we want to increase their independence. When they leave our center, we want them to feel like they can go into the community and conquer it, basically. Go out and find a job, and that they can actually will be qualified for, because they've actually done these things. So I could see any of our residents going into the produce area.
Wow.
They learn about the different vegetables that they're growing. So I could see them trying to explain or explaining to a customer what the vegetable is and how it will be beneficial to their health and things such as that. It's definitely an amazing program.
That's amazing. Do you ever have days where you take produce and take it to the kitchen and are there any residents that can cook or have a desire to cook? And we might have to pick this up when we come back from break, but we'll pick this up when we come back from break. So we'll talk about other activities the residents need to, but I am interested to hear if they get a chance to cook their produce or, process it.
Yeah.
All right, you're tuning in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with Miss Cynthia Wilson. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Here are some tips to protect yourself from becoming a victim. Don't carry your Social Security card or any documents with your Social Security number. Protect your financial information and check your credit report every 12 months. Protect your personal computers by using firewalls and update security patches and change passwords for internet accounts. Don't give personal information over the phone, through the mail, or on the internet unless you have initiated the contact and you are sure you know who you are dealing with. If your tax records are not currently affected by identity theft, but you believe you may be at risk due to a lost or stolen purse or wallet, contact the IRS Identity Protection Specialized Unit at 800-908-4490, extension 245. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Help keep KLEK on the air. We are seeking 100 donors to give at least $20 per month, but we are happy with any gift, large or small. Come by our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro. Call us at 870-277-1080 or visit our website, klekfm.org, or you can use Cash App, $KLEKFM, or text KLEK1. Send it to 44321.
Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro Community Back to School Bash, August 3rd, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Allen Park Community Center, 3609 Ray Street, Jonesboro. Purpose: to create unity among organizations to achieve a common goal by giving parents and students a jump start on preparation for the academic year. Backpacks and school supplies for kids K through 12 will be distributed. A parent or supporter age 16 and up must be present with child. There will be lunch, health screenings, and vendor booths. Black Professionals Network JB@gmail.com or bpnjonesboro.org.
Starks Auto Plaza at 2829 Red Wolf Boulevard is a proud KLEK supporter, offering luxury pre-owned vehicles sold wholesale to the public. At Starks, we never say no. 870-203-9980. Details at starksautoplaza.com.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
Do you like the music you hear on KLEK 102.5 FM? Do you like the educational programming that we provide? Do you like the service we provide to the community? Do you like having a station to finally call your own that represents you? If so, please stop by or call any of our underwriters or sponsors that you hear on KLEK and tell them thank you for their support. The support of our underwriters and sponsors is vital for us to stay on the air. So be sure to let them know that you thank them for their support.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with my special guest, Miss Cynthia Wilson from the Jonesboro Human Development Center. All right, so we've been talking a lot about, some of the activities and things that the residents have gotten into. And don't forget, you can purchase their produce and plants and other things. Please go out and see them and go check out their setup. And we'll get into the date, the location, the time of the setup. But I was going to get back to the question I asked. We know you have a lot of them. They're really excited about the garden and watching their produce grow. Do they ever get a chance to maybe go into the kitchen and prepare? Or does the kitchen staff ever prepare some of the produce or whatever the items are and let them taste them?
Well, like I said, their staff that actually works with them, her name is Annette. She definitely does. She'll prepare things for them. Shirley, who has retired now, but she would make zucchini bread for them out of some of the zucchini that they would grow. The kitchen doesn't really prepare things from the garden because our ultimate goal is for the residents to earn the money from the garden. So if the kitchen prepares it, then they want money that they'll be losing.
I understand.
So yeah.
All right. So can tell us when are the times to catch the setups?
The garden is open from 7 to 3. There's staff there during that time on Monday through Friday. From time to time, you'll see that there is a farmer's market that'll be going on. Keisha Miller is our recycle coordinator, and she's really good about pulling the community in, allowing other farmers or whoever to bring their produce out also and have a little farmer's market in that area. But from 7 to 3, Monday through Friday, absolutely.
All right, so please go and check them out and get you some great produce. What are some of the fruits that you all have? I know we talked about, eggplants and broccoli. What are some of the fruits you all have?
We don't really have a lot of fruit. It's mainly vegetables and, like I said, the house plants and the flowers. Those are the most things. We have banana trees and elephant ears, and things such as that. So, and huge banana trees. Huge, super huge. But those are most of the things that they have. They have tons of different plants. Now, I don't know the names of all of them, but they have tons out and just a ton of other different things. They also sell some of the tomato plants. So if you were wanting to purchase a plant to grow your own tomatoes, that's something that they do. They just, they have a lot. They have a lot. They've been growing, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, Malar spinach. It doesn't look like the spinach that you would just go into the grocery store and purchase. But it is, I bought some last year and I bought some this year as well. And it kind of seeds itself and it'll grow back. So if you have it in a pot and you decide, next year if it happens to grow, I'll just still have it. Well, this year I went and I purchased 2 more plants, and I was out watering my other plants, and I looked in my sidewalk and there's a couple of spinach plants growing through the sidewalk. So it's seeded in the little crack that was there. They also have herbs out there. They have the mint chocolate mint, lemon balm. Lemon balm is good for the mosquitoes, people.
Oh wow!
So absolutely.
So you put it out, it repels the mosquitoes.
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
Or you can make lotions with it. It smells just like lemon. It smells divine. It really smells good.
Oh goodness, you need to try some of that.
Yeah, it really smells good.
All right, so please go out and see what all they have. You will be surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. They have squash, zucchini, tomatoes, you name it. They probably have it. Okra, pole beans.
Oh wow.
Yeah, quite a few things.
And you know, a lot of love went into growing this
Absolutely.
produce. So I'm sure that they watch over and they tend to meticulously
Yes, they do.
their gardens. So please go out and support these residents in their efforts to continue to produce all this produce and
Absolutely.
plants and whatnot. All right, so you brought up EcoWorks. I know that you all do a recycling program, so tell us some more. I know we talk about it all the time, but I want to make sure people get it and know what you have out there available. So,
okay, so we recycle plastic, aluminum, tin, old newspapers, cardboard, and things such as that. We have currently about 60 community partners that work along with us that save their recyclable materials for us, and it helps them because then they don't have to pay for that extra trash pickup.
Okay.
And it helps us because it allows our residents to recycle those materials and earn money.
all right.
Then we also have our contract that we've had for probably about 20 years now with Fastenal, with nuts and bolts, and the residents package these nuts and bolts, and they earn really good. We have residents who calculate how much they are earning, and they will stand there and watch to make sure that you calculate their money right.
Wow.
So they're just as serious about their money as we are.
All right, so don't try to get over on them.
That's right.
All right, so thank you to all the partners out there in the community, and hopefully more will step up and say we want to work with you.
And if there's any single person, an individual person that wants to save your recyclable materials, if you want to save your plastic bottles, or if you have cardboard that you want to bring out, there are carts that are sitting outside of EcoWorks where you can just bring it there and leave it. You don't have to wait until they're open to deliver these things.
Okay.
There's a little shed that covers it to keep it from getting wet. But there's a cart under there that you can just bring your recyclable materials in and put them in the cart.
All right, so please consider recycling. It's friendly for the environment, if nothing else, and
Absolutely.
you're helping these residents learn new skills and just find different ways to learn more about themselves. I don't know, just helping them. How can I say? I'm trying to find the right words. I'm sorry.
It's helping them definitely stay employed, but it helps them learn new skills.
Yeah, thank
because
you.
through the recycle area, we have to bale the paper, and we have to bale the cardboard and things such as that, and the residents know how to use all of the balers. So
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council,